Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day. This is it for you. Welcome, it's me, English Nimbe. Musically. Sweet grass water. Medicine woman. Yeah, you're freaking laying freaky ass. Whoop. Medicine woman gonna burn down my house. Ooh. Yeah, also Christianna superstar. That did to put a little hole right in my. You see it? Right there. Right there. When I burned my fingers, but now I just trying to throw it in my little pot. I don't know where it went to. That's not good. Is that it? Yeah, that still feels a little warm. I think that one was it. Okay. Good then. Oh my goodness. Yeah, how are you doing out there? Oh. Therapy Thursdays. First dose of medicine in. I gotta go get myself some more chocolate. I'm having a little teaspoon in my ginger ale. So, add that in there. Okay. Alright, Christianna, superstar. Always beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, all you beautiful divine beings right here too. Sorry, I missed that part yesterday because I got sidetracked with left the card up there and I forgot to say welcome to all you beautiful divine beings right here too. You know, I'm so glad you're here. Please, I don't take it for granted at all. I love you all so very much. So grateful you're here when you can be. And I love being here. Doing these things. What do you feel about me going live on the Facebook again? I miss doing those lives. It was a little too much at that time, I think. Put some time on my hands right now. And I need to do stuff that's easy for my body. My body is fragile. I'll have to. Yeah. That hurts. I can't. You know I ain't that. No, not anymore. Peaceful warrior. It's this muscle. That's my strongest muscle. And the gluteus maximus doesn't even feel that, right? That's why it says gluteus maximus. We need a gluteus maximus because we fall on our ass so much. It's called the gluteus maximus because we fall on our ass so much. Okay. Anyways, let's start by sharing out. Okay, first it started kicking a little bit, but it's still not all there. And my body's going through this jittery, shaking stuff that is just, I'm really feeling, you know, like the spondylosis. I know it's started with when the MS came back, but it's that shaking, that not controlling your own body that is, it's difficult, you know, especially when we're young, right? Still young here. Still young here. I'm just gonna look for that. What I shared yesterday, I posted, did this poem, and then I put it over top of a picture of Ariana with her pigtails. That kind of went with the poem when we ignore our inner childs. There you go. Like it was on here. Maybe I gotta look in the Google Photos. No. Oh, what the hey? I don't understand it. Well, I did post it on the Facebook. So thank you for bearing with me here. Jeez. We'll find it. Sometimes you just need to sit down and blast your favorite music and not give a shit about the outside world. Ain't that the truth? Excuse me, gotta share that one. Right, there we go. Done. Excuse me, I'm getting all sidetracked here. I just wanted to find my picture. That's all. I just want to find my picture.
It's technically challenged stuff here. Right? Don't know. Point and click, don't tell me what to do, then I don't know what to do. Wow, I don't realize how much I post, you know. I get up in the morning, I listen to, I have a Bible app, I listen to my Bible app. And then I look at my Facebook. I shared my first thoughts in the morning, saying my prayers. So that was my little poem that I ended, but it didn't feel finished. So I'm going to read that to you now. That I wrote in my special poetry journal that I got from Traditional Women's Circle. We were all gifted journal. So, and this is ignoring these inner childs we have. Something else I wanted to share in there too, this Therapy Thursdays. So living in denial, ignoring inner child, saying I've had enough. I just want to grow up to be the best me I can possibly be. Please hear and release me. Stop living in denial, ignoring inner child. That just wants to be wild and free, exploring the wonders of what could be. Without adult fears, insecurities stopping me. Without adult fears, insecurities holding back and blocking me. So it's holding back and blocking me, right? We hold our own littles back, and maybe on the outside too. Okay. They're living in denial, ignoring inner child, carrying all adults' shame, feeling they are themselves to blame. Left alone in the cold rain as adults try to numb their pain. Living in denial, ignoring inner child. Longing to be free, to be wild, to feel a sense of belonging and be loved unconditionally. For in reality, every living being, even adults, living in denial, is still in the eyes of Creator, a holy and divinely loved, innocent child. Whoa! Okay, and then this one, I don't know what this is. Every man, woman, and child, full family and friend, those we held dear and those we fear. All that with which we just coexist, the ones we do and can't resist. We are all related, whether we feel loved or jaded, adored or hated. It does us good to know where our place is. We are free to be whatever we will choose to be. Remembering always we are in relationship to all we see and don't see. We are all related. To live in this way is to live wisely, in harmony, respectfully, in beauty, love, and peace. Well, flows that came through me. Therapy Thursdays. There was something else I was thinking of too that came up watching this. Maybe I'll stop and do a little video after. I don't know. We'll see. They're getting long. I put the timestamps in there, right? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Do-do-do-do. True strength is not to dominate and overpower or show a poker face. True strength is being vulnerable, being open to another soul, embracing the unknown. True strength does not fear and hate, does not let fear and hate dictate. It comes from pure love and empowers the human race. It brings back together what we separate. Man or woman, woman and man. We are all one with creation. We are all divinely made in the image of our Creator. That is the truth. That is all our true strength. Well, he's in good nose, man. Woman, man, woman. See, it started from this. From the biblical start of creation, man, not God, has blamed woman. She made me do it, is the big, she made me do it, right? Don't they all say that? She made me do it. Anyways, right? God says, why'd you bite the apple? She made me. It's her fault. Anyways, the bigger lesson actually in this all is resisting that temptation. But society went with blaming women for men not controlling his own impulses. Man's own ability to resist temptation to dominate and make women pay for his own sins, his own self-destruction. Man or woman, I'm both in these energies, okay? Don't get me wrong here. Woman is resilient, flexible, adaptive, creative, flowing, freeing. Woman carries man, nurtures man, gives birth to man. Humanity continues through woman's womb. The truth is plain for those with eyes to see the distorted views of society and man's refusal to take fair share of the responsibility. Man is the dominant gender because he inserts himself to be. And we all carry both these energies. Let's not mistake it, but let's really see, right? Because what are we denying ourselves? Right? And us women, we get in that man energy, do it in aggression. That's, it's needed, both, right? But it's a self-destruction. Man is self-destructive. So, I don't know. That's come up for me. And this is not war of the sexes, but we need to see this. We need to come back together. Stop separating ourselves within ourselves. Like, oh, my woman's side is bad. My man's side is good, right? Whatever. We have all these energies in us. All of them. Access to them all. Human beings. Being human. We all have masculine energy, feminine energy. Whether you want to. Right? To deny it is to denying parts of yourselves, right? So let's accept the whole parts of ourselves and all of that and see how even our man self suppresses our woman self in here, right? That's when we gotta suck it out, not show that emotion. More strength to let those tears flow. More strength, more courage to let those tears flow and show than it does to hide them. That doesn't take much. But it causes a lot more damage, really. To read them flow, release and flow, right? And that healing comes through. But to hold them in, we do more damage. So, better out than in. Better out than in. In a safe way, too, right? Feelings are facts, but just because we feel this way about a situation doesn't mean that that's the fact of that situation. You know what I mean? Like, we can think that somebody's trying to put us down or whatever when they're not. But because, right? So, sort that out for ourselves. Let's look in ourselves. Look at that. Find that balance within ourselves. Stop separating ourselves. And we stop separating ourselves from everybody else. And everything else. We're all part of this. All part of this divine creation. We all are our Creator's children. All of us, including the blades of grass and the grains of sand, every leaves on the trees, everything we see and don't see. It's all a part of you and me. Oh yeah. And we are part of that too. It's all. Cannot be separate from it all. Anyways. Calling back all of our directions from the east, path of illumination and clarity. 14 minutes. And place of man and fire and the spirit, calling back all of our energies from the south. That's the waters, the emotions, the innocence, the child. Calling back all of our energies from the west. It's the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. The earth. Calling back all of our energies from the north. It's the air, the wisdom years, the mental. Thank you. Walking this red road. Stop fidgeting with the earth walk. A red road goes from childhood in the south, right? Hopefully, right? There's all these ideas. What do we want to be? Hopefully you can bring all those ideas together into one whole being as we get up to the top in those wisdom years, right? The unity and wholeness achieved as we get up there. And then we become the record keepers to share Right? We become that elder and to pass on that wisdom and share because we have become whole. We've united all of our colors. We do not separate ourselves anymore. We're whole. So we can share from that place of wholeness and that true record keeper, because once we become whole, we're whole with one. We see the truth. We know the truth. East to west is a blue road of spirit that is always with us, showing us our new abilities, renewed abilities once we tap into that. Is it a new ability or is it renewed? We can. We're getting all these technologies but we can communicate in here. Our brains are like, whoa, right? They're trying to make biological computers. Well, why? Why are we trying to replicate this? Why don't we go inside? See those abilities, expand on that humanness that we are. Never mind trying to make machines that imitate us. Let's be fully holy us before we, whatever, right? East to west, find those new abilities that's in you. Oh, goodness gracious, to tune in. Tap it, tune in, and turn on. Abraham hips. I can't take claim for that. That's not, I didn't make that. Then we go to the retreat, right? The introspection, and we look, and that's how we integrate everything. We need to take that time to go in and reflect, right? We have these study periods before we have an exam. We need to reflect and see, right? Little quizzes. But it's not about stress. Let's do it in a relaxed and easy way. The time of push. No more aggression. We don't need to go out there and take it, right? We're being open to receive. We're giving of our gifts. We're giving from that wholeness, from that healing. And we're expanding from there, right? And we retreat if we feel we need to be aggressive. We retreat if we feel we need to go bang down that door. If the door's not opening, it's not for you, right? Or maybe it's just not the time yet. Whatever that is for you. Love, below, and within. There we go. And we're gonna spread them around. We're going around the world and around the town. It's in ourselves, 'cause the answer's in me for my life and no one else. Well, maybe it is. Maybe God sends a messenger. Whatever. We never know. Don't deny it. You never know what form. You know, that creator is a shapeshifter. Can show up whatever way you need to show up. Spirit never wants to scare us either. You got something hanging around us scaring you. You put the foot down. We are in control of that. It is a free will. Right? What creator is given, nobody can take away. You're all given that free will. Nobody can take it. We can give it. Nobody can take it, but we can give it. What do you align your will with? With man? With creator? Right? No, I choose creator. All powerful. Something they say, fear the creator. I'm like, well, I fear the creator. Creator loves me. I fear the man. But we will tend to serve what we fear. Right? And within. Okay, let's just dive right into the overall. Okay. Woo! Woo! Wow! I did 10 minutes of dancing the other day. And made her ninja. Love that song. Every single word. Yep. Well, except for late nights hitting the liquor store, I never really. I get it in the day. Look at my medicine. This is my medicine. I just wonder what they think, right? I'm always coming in there. But it's like every few months. 6 months. Yeah. 6 months. I'm in there going to buy a big bottle a couple times a year. Making my tincture. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to do that again. Now I'm ready to receive messages clearly through me of these lessons that we all go through, that guidance, these beautiful beings out here. You created me, you created them, created it all. We're so grateful. Gratitude. We know you don't get offended in what we call you. right? How could an all-powerful being be offended by a name, right? That's a human things that we project. Right? Mm-hmm. Knows our heart. Always, always, always. Mm-hmm. 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 Our only truth as protection. That is the truth. Almighty powerful being doesn't care what we call it. It does not get offended by names. Knows our hearts. Knows us better than we even know ourselves. The only one. That's the truth is protection. There's always loved and accepted when we're feeling so alone. That's the truth. We're never alone. We're always there. We can aim high. We can connect with our source. The source inside. What am I here to do? I'm having a hard time right now. Do I really have to continue this? Whatever that is. What's that truth is protections? That we can transmute these poisons, right? Lining up with spirit is only half of it. Oh, no. Or transmuting those poisons is only half of it. Then we got to line up. Either way, which way do you look at that? 6 is half of 12, but if we put this together, it's 3 is half of 6. Right? That's half the battle. It's lining up with the spirit. Bringing ourselves back together. As spiritual beings having a human experience. We signed up for this job. So these bodies are the homes to our spirit. You want to find a home. That was very touching. I cried again when I watched it. That's hard. It's tough. They feel homeless, but you never are. So long as you're walking on this earth, so long as you're living in a body, you're not homeless. Thank God for the spring coming now too. That's But look at that. We think, oh well, a home is, these structures. It's these structures. It's this earth. Right? And we're supplied by that abundantly. All of our needs. Right? It's not the concrete jungles, right? They're not the source of our nourishment. And that's the poisons. They're the source of the shit that we need to transmute. They're full of the dead stuff, things where the consciousness is taken out because everything's just mass produced, right? We're not considering what we're doing here. Sustainability. Right? Whatever. No. How about, it's not about sustaining the same thing. It's about, right, that systems that work together, circulating in those cycles, those healthy cycles in the seasons. And it's not trying to be stuck right here. Right? We hang on to that past, but it won't last, right? Take pictures that last longer, right? These pictures and these memories to move, to help enhance. We get stuck and stagnant. Look at all this stuff going on now. We want to go back. No, there's a reason this has happened. To shake up this world, boom, right now. Because, hello, Mother Earth, Spirit, all of that. It's giving us a sign right now. Saying we've let our egos, God, take us too far. Too far down that crooked trail of self-destruction. Crooked trail of self-destruction. So how do we? Because what the world? That's a big job. Like, come on. No, we be the change we wish to see in the world. Not just that we wish to see. That when we're guided with Creator, we know this is what we need to do. I'm going to stop dieting because I'm the fat naked mole rat and I can't do my job to plug that hole and save the rest of the colony. So yes, please bring on. I'm going to stop being worried about my shape and size, and I'm going to be how Creator made me to be and do what I was made to do. Because when I'm trying to do anything else, I'm not feeling right. I'm not feeling happy. Because that's not what I was made to do. I don't know. What's that saying to you? Let's look and reflect on that. Let's reflect. Over here. Yeah, we're reflecting here. Looking inside that creativity, what brings us passion, what lights our fire. Are we getting upset? Being that activist, we need things to stop. But the more we go against something, the more we're adding into that hate and not that love. We need to look at what we're for, right? What brings us passion, what lights our fire, and be spontaneous acting from that. Remember, spontaneous is not impulsive, because spontaneity requires forethought and reflecting and looking at consequences, considering of consequences, whatever that is, right? So what is that passion that lights your fire? Do you have something, but you've been so afraid, right? But you've been getting this call to go do it, and then you haven't. But we can line up. This is what Creator wanted. Let's transmute those points I was saying that we're not good enough. That, everybody else can have a passion, but not us. And we can pray. Maybe we don't know what that is. Creator, what did you design me to do? Right? Can you help me feel that confidence in myself? Help me dive into this passion of mine so that I can do it, right? Practice progressively perfects. Prayers also help bring that peace. That prayer for peace will progressively bring that peace. Whatever that is, as we're in that, we'll find that peace. As we're diving in and living fully, holy, and true, the way our Creator made us to, we're going to find that peace. We're going to feel alive, right? We're going to be on fire, but we're not going to burn anybody else, right? It's going to be a warm fire, a soothing fire, It's not like, burn the house down, right? The roof is on fire, right? We don't need no water. So we don't want to go too extreme in those passions, right? It's finding that balance, that middle road, Although in, is it that Karate Kid? They say pick a side, You walk on this side, but in the middle, you squash like grape. I don't know. What is that? I don't know. Silly stuff coming up in my head. But, I don't know. Maybe it's making sense to you. Maybe that popped in your head too. And I'm just saying what you thought too. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Hey, this is my passion. I love it. And I get tickles down here. Oh. Sharing that love, sharing that passion. Watching people light up when they're in their passion. When they're doing what they love and loving what they do. And they're sharing that too. Whoa. Oh, those tingles. Because we are all connected. I can feel that. Yes, we got this. Yeah, look at us shine for you, right? Look at you shine through us, right? And we open up and let that. That's our free will. That's the truth is protection. We can choose to close ourselves up. We can choose to separate ourselves. Or we can choose to go, yes, all right. We have eaten from that knowledge. The tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? So we know the difference. And now we can truly make that educated decision with that knowledge. Now we've had experience, but there's so much wisdom and wisdom left behind us from those record keepers and stuff too. That, whoa. Well, what do? We've tapped into that passion. We found our balance. We're not going to let it get away with us because, we don't want to burn ourselves. And then that's that self-sabotage, right? Then we think, no, if I do it, I'm going to get burned. Well, maybe because we went too fast. Maybe we bit off more than we could chew to start out with. Take your time. Take your time. No rushing. No rushing. Action. Actions. Oh, no wisdom up here. Hey. Oh, okay. It hooked. Nice leaf there. So that's the usable energy. We need to rest, right? If we keep going out, we keep pushing it and keep pushing it, we're going to wear ourselves out. We're going to burn out before we get to that finish line, right? So that's where we need to pick up that usable energy, right? The spirit is limitless. So if we're just using our human energy and we need to work from there and we keep pushing and pushing and pushing, we're going to run out of that. Because human bodies, physical is limited, spirit is not. So if we tap into that, it's there for us all to use. It's usable energy that will sustain us. And it's not just sustaining, right? It'll get us through. There's that sacred smile. Grouse hasn't come up in a while. I'm glad. I might have got a different message from that then. But we're in this sacred spirals. Weren't we just talking about that? Things are in a circle, people. Yes. Earth is in this circle. We live in that circle. In the circle, everyone is equal. Right? That sacred spiral dance, that's how we get those energies and build up those energies. That's how the Sufis did it. Right? That whirling rainbow, right? We spin. And it's that spinning. The world is turning. It's that turning that builds up that momentum that helps those things change, right? Things are turning around. Look at how we relate to all those. It's a circle of life, circles of friendship, circles of trust. Circle, circle, circle. Right? And here we are. Are we a bunch of square pegs trying to fit in those round holes? We're not rounding ourselves off. We're trying to be all square. Square, so we fit in these boxes. But we're circles. We're circles. We're not squares. So let's look at that and change those cycles. We can change those cycles. It's spiraling down and spiraling up. It's that breath. It's all part of it, right? As we get to these bottoms, we can spiral back up. You know, we don't just stay here. And then we can circle around in this misery and misery. I'll suck you back down with me. Come, right? So then we create that like this vacuum and suck everybody in to the desperation vortex. What is that? Or do we have that much control? No, we don't. We can't bring anybody down with us. It's their own free will choice to come down with us. Right? So that line in that Peaceful Easy song. Women, I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. But she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. See, it's that blaming, right? Woman can't take you anywhere. You don't already know how to go. Man can't take us anywhere. We don't already know how to go. It's that same thing, right? We need to find that inner selves and stop separating ourselves. Stop putting the blame on somebody else because we gave our power away. We gave our power away. Okay, when we're kids, we don't know that. Hopefully, we've run into people that can help us see that, but we can always connect with inside. We can always pray for those examples out there because there was some, oh, man, with all this destruction around them, was still able to find that peace within them and be able to share that with others too. Right? We just need that example that it's there. We just need to see it's possible. Right? Open up your eyes to those possibilities. And you open up your eyes to the change. And then you be that change. That's the truth. Everything changes. The only thing constant is change. Now that could be anxiety for you or that could be relief for you. What do you choose? What do you choose? Everything changes, right? The snake sheds its skin, gets some new skin, right? We don't have these little baby cradle boards anymore. We go to walk and, you know, and then, hey, now we're not walking. Hey, we got a license. We can drive. Now we're really getting somewhere. But look at, always in a hurry. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I'm rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Is that Alabama as well? I think so. Not the Eagles. I think it's Alabama. Right? We can change our reputations, whatever. Or have fun with it. Man, set yourself up with another reputation, right? No, wait, I want this reputation. I want the reputation for this. But what is that character? Is that character who you are? That soul? That essence? That true being of who you are? That's what matters, right? What's that say? What's your character? Do you work on that? Do you pay attention to that, right? Or do you get caught up in what your reputation is? You're just so worried about a reputation, you don't even work on your character. And the reputation might not even be close to who you really are. Right? Reputation for being a doormat. Got a reputation for whatever, right? Whatever that is for you. What is it? What's your reputation? Do you let that drive you? Do you keep trying to change that reputation? What is it? Is it based on you, really? Or is that reputation based on somebody else's projections onto you? Hmm. Oh man, I saw a thing about Pepe Le Pew too. Is that Pepe died? Like, we're getting too offended. We get too hooked up on things. And that is such a distraction from the true passions here. I love Pepe Le Pew. He just wanted love. He just wanted love. I could see the other messages too, where he didn't take no for an answer. That how you keep going, you could wear her down and things like that. So I do see the other sides of it too. But that's where we as parents, right? That's our jobs. Caregivers to these children to help explain. Well, you see, this is really cute. But in reality, right? Pulling a girl's hair is not okay. If you like the girl, go tell her, right? Using our words, you know, and you don't force yourself on anybody. So these things are great. Why take them out? Because then we're avoiding, and there's nothing to teach our children with then. So and what are children going to do? They're going to go and find out for themselves. So we repeat these cycles if we don't shine a light on these cycles that need to be broken, right? So we can get that usable energy now. And we can start doing something different and start channeling that energy into changing those cycles that hurt, that keep us repressed, right? That keep us from changing, that keep us from bringing this peace in the world, that keep us from focusing on characters instead of reputations, being more concerned about our reputation than who we are, a part, an image, a reflection of the great divine, every single one of us, no exceptions. Right? So that's the truth as protection. Let's shed those skins, shed whatever that we're not. All those old reputations, that's not you. You know, just like how many reputations does our Creator have and how many names, right? You know, your heart is home. That doesn't matter. As long as you're here, it doesn't matter. You know who you are. Let them have fun with those reputations. Like I said, I'll have fun going, wow, I didn't even know I was like that. You know? Wow. I'd love to meet me. I'd love to meet that me. Whatever. Maybe I wouldn't like to meet that me. That me sounds awful. I don't know, right? But everybody's going to see you through their own eyes. Not too many people will step aside and see you, get to know you beyond their own perception, right? Your heart is home. We're always home. Here, right? That's that 10 of bowls, right? Oh, that makes a 9. Then to the 10, right? We come home to our heart and we know. We know who we are. We're not going to let our reputations, whatever. We know who we are. We're not going to respond and react to people who are trying to get our gods, right? We know who we are. So I'm not going to give my will away anymore because that's how we're doing. When we're reacting, we're giving that will away. We're giving them that energy. We're giving them that energy that they can use then against us or whatever that is, right? To keep that cycle going down. So once we see we are home, I am home in myself. It don't matter what anybody else says. That's the truth as protection. And in my heart, it's the Great Spirit, Creator. Creators in here too. Creators with me. I'm never alone. So I can always align with the highest, best interest of all. I can always pray to help me see that. Creator, what did you make me to be? I can tell by these things that fulfill me with not just that desire. It's not just about desire. It's a deeper inner knowing, that calling, you know? Poof, poof, poof. So we're going to have a look at all those. 8 of bowls over here is closest to my chair. Alright, a journey of love. Journey of love. Where am I? Okay. Let's see. Okay, journey of love. Let me go get the rest of those here. We have this journey of love. It's the first one. I see Dancer is the next one. Dancer in the Winds of Time. Look at Spirit really jumped right out of there. Okay. The Dancer, the Attainment, Dancer in the Winds of Time. This is the World card. We're on top of the world. And that's 21. That's that change, right? The world changes. The world keeps turning and changes. The seasons are coming and going. Oh my goodness. We're almost into... Okay, and there's one face down. Like, look at this. So these two. See? This is See, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. Right? So these two. And then we have overcome doubt and fear. How do we do that? Lining up with truth as protection and taking action, right? And we're passing on that knowledge. How to plant those seeds. It's not about going shopping at the store, because where are all the stores supplied from? Right? The farmers. The farmers, that supplies our food. All of that. Where did we learn that? Our medicines and everything. Where do they come from? That's ancient stuff. Right? We try to synthesize. We try to make copies. We try just to make copies of the originals. Why not go and use the originals? And what does this one say? That's that basic survival. We got everything we need. But we try and expand on, oh, this and this and this. And then it's like, no, you need this one thing. You're not going to live without this one thing. We need air. We need water. We need food. We need shelter. And earth supplies all of that. It's all there. And we're supplied with the ways to get that. Wow. Right? That's that basic survival. We got everything we need for basic survival. Right? That's the world. Wow. So, how did that come out? We had the journey of love. And then I saw the attainment. Right? We're on top of the world. We overcome that doubt and fear by taking that action based on how we're guided by Creator, right? Which would bring us the world. That says we've got enough for that basic survival. We need to see beyond that. We're expanding, right, and spiraling, because we always have that basic survival. So now let's share. Because now we don't need to work for just basic survival. We have all these conveniences. It's conveniences. We have more than we need for basic survival. Now we've just gotten so used to these conveniences, right? We don't think we could live without the conveniences. Look at how many years we lived without those. Okay, so prayer and abundance. Can we have one card? Which was the most important out of all of that? I mean, it all makes, but to go along, what are we praying for? That's one thing to find our fire. There we go. Thank you, Creator. Spiritual family, to find that spiritual family, to return home to that spiritual family. It's not just a physical family on the outside, although that can help too, right? And we start connecting to those of like mind on the outside. But we need to return home to ourselves, be whole in ourselves. Bringing our male and female into the same boat, okay? Our male and female energies, we separate ourselves. But we need to bring ourselves whole and together. It's not about how you identify as this one or that one. It's just being aware and acknowledging in yourself. It's nobody else's business. It's not. You're the one that's got to live with yourself and look at yourself, right? So, and that's it. We don't need to go out and say, this is my reputation, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. We just be it. It's not going and showing. It is showing. That's what I mean. It's not telling, It's not show and tell. It's just show. Others will tell. Right? Just like they do anyways. And it don't matter. Are we going to get hooked up on that, what they're going to say? That spiritual family accepts you just as you are, loves you just as you are. They're always there waiting. They're always here, right? That whirling rainbow, right? So we can be united and whole again as one. We are all one. That love for all. Look, and that's the 10 of bowls up there too. 10, 9. Right, 9. And we reach that home. That's that goal we get to. So we're reflecting on that in that spiritual family, bringing that wholeness into ourselves. What brings us passion? Praying for that abundance of our own self. Please, I want to feel whole in myself. Let me feel the abundance of my love and my gifts to share. What is that? What is that? All that usable energy that I have, that sacred spiral. What is my part? What do we do? What's the action now, Spirit? What's the action now? Well, recognize the call. There's 2 on this one. 2 of pipes. 3. 3. Recognize the call. That's what we do. We need to recognize the call. It's time to take that action. Get in our little boats and whoosh, there we go. Hit the road. Hit the waterways, right? Time to go down them rapids, whatever that is for you. We recognize that call. As we're sitting there, right, we're channeling because we're bringing in that energy, recognizing that usable energy. We're having that materialization of love for ourselves, for our source. Love source, love self, love others, right? It has to go that way. There's all this deny self, but that's where we get into that shame that blame. We feel worthless. You know, why? Why deny ourselves? Creator would never deny us. Our Creator would never deny us. That's the bounty. We're always, always there. Always got that one. The materialization of love comes from when we love ourselves. Because if we don't love ourselves, we're not going to know what it feels like to be loved. Right? And if we're not loving ourselves, then we're not loving all of creation. Because we're part of creation. We're made by that Creator too. We're part of this bounty, this earth, this empresses, right? We have a right to express ourselves. We have that fertility. We have that ability to create. Bountiful Mother Earth. Right? We're always supplied. Earth supplies us. Earth is our home. Our bodies are our homes. Always there. So recognize that call to take that action, to build on that usable energy, to share that sacred spiral. We're building all together. Recognizing that call, that we're all building together. We're all on this earth together, no exceptions. We're going in the same direction. No exceptions, really. Really, when it comes right down to it, the earth is turning in one direction. We're all on this earth. We're all part of it. We're just here for the ride. Right? Well, do you want to take a more active part in that? Right? Share your passions with everybody. Master storyteller, share your story as we expand. It's telling those stories. Because remember, it's not about giving advice and saying this. It's like, wow, that sounds like I went through. Or whatever. We don't even have to point that out. We just share our stories. And, you know, whoever needs to hear them is going to hear them. That's the magic, you know, Creator, right? We don't know what message Creator wants us to give to somebody else. So we're just sharing our stories. And that's the rebirth, right? And then we're reborn at early age of adeptship, the sun. We're shining that light, right? It's bright. And as we tell our stories, there's that light other people see. Other people see. Other people see they can do it too. They can see that it's in them too. Maybe they'll get jealous and try to tarnish your reputation, whatever that is. But that all has to do within them. It's not saying anything about you. That says something about them. So we can take things personally, or we can wish them love, transmute those poisons, be grateful. Look at that. That slipped down so you could see the magician there. And I'm going to pull that one right out. Take out that magician. Because that's the resources. The I am. That rebirth into who you fully are. Into the greatest I am. Right? I am that I am. Creator, the greatest musician. Look at all that resources. Pulls it all together. Look at this creation. And we are made in that image. We can do that too. We ain't no more powerful than our Creator. But we're more powerful together. As one. We are whole. Become whole in yourself. Because it all begins within. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. This world needs you and your light. Because if you're not going to do it, nobody else can. There's only one you. Even if you're a twin, you're a unique, original being. And you have a special power and ability. Gifts to share. So spread it out. Be born anew. Fully, holy, and true. You. Express yourself. We express ourselves to add in. Not for attention. We express ourselves to show. So Creator made me to be. This is how I can help. I hope it helped. Whatever. Whatever that is for you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you.